Assalamu alaikum and a pleasant morning to everyone. Today we are going to see a prose, The Right to Public Amnesia by Santosh Desai. Do you know, girls, what is amnesia? What is mean by amnesia? Amnesia is a loss of memory, a disease. Okay, that is a loss of memory. Here he says about the rights that has forgotten, that has lost. Okay, that is the public rights he is telling. Is that clear? Okay. Now we are going to see introduction about the author. This is Santosh Desai. He is Santosh Desai. Santosh Desai is a columnist. In a newspaper, he is writing columns. Okay, media critic and the author of Mother Poets Lady, Making Sense of Everyday India. In his professional life, Santosh is the MD and CEO of Future Brands, a brand and consumer consultancy company, and has previously headed an advertising agency. Okay, he is the MD and CEO of Future Brand. Okay, Santosh's principal area of interest lies in examining the evolving nature of consumer culture in India. His interest lies in the identifying the nature of consumer culture in India. A thought leader in understanding the relationship between culture and brands and the consumer as a product of his or her cultural context. He is also the author of City City Bang Bang, a weekly column in the Times of India. That is his another work is City City Bang Bang. Okay, he is the weekly columnist. Okay, weekly he used to write in the newspaper, the Times of India. You can find, if you buy Times newspaper, you can find Santosh Desai's columns. Okay, is it clear? Okay. Here, Santosh Desai, Managing Director, that is MD and CEO of Future Brand Limited. Santosh Desai is the author, columnist, and media critic. His first book on contemporary India, that is contemporary India, that is now going trend. Okay, trendy. Mother Poets Lady, Making Sense of Everyday India, is a collection of essays that traces the evaluation of middle class India over the last 2 decades. That is, one decade is called as 10 years. Okay, 2 decades means it is about 20 years. Now he is in this particular work, he is telling about the middle class, evaluation of the middle class in India over the last two decades, that is over the last 20 years. Is it clear? Okay. In his professional life, Santosh heads a brand and consumer consultancy company and has previously headed an advertising agency. Santosh's principal area of interest lies in examining the evolving nature of consumer culture in India. He has been writing a weekly column in the Times of India over 14 years. Okay, is it clear, ma'am? Understood well? Okay, it is his book, that is Mother Poets Lady, Making Sense Everyday India. Is that clear? Okay. Then we are going to see about the prose, that is a small introduction about the prose. The present prose piece titled, that is it is a piece of paper, it is titled The Right to Public Amnesia, was written by Santosh Desai for the City City Bang Bang column in the Times of India dated 8th June 2014. It is He has written in City City Bang Bang column in Times of India dated that is 8th June 2014. Okay, the right to public amnesia is written. The article is Desai's take on Europe's controversial right to be forgotten. Forgotten, you have forgotten, that is you have lost. Okay, law passed in 2014 which compels search engines like Google to remove search listing about people if they get the appropriate court orders, thereby enabling Europeans to have certain search results linked to their own names removed. Santosh Desai takes us back to the pre-internet era when public memory was very short and restricted only to significant events that needed to be recorded for posterity. However, with the advent of the internet era, with its almost infinite storage and the easy retrievability of any information, the internet has radically altered the nature of memory. In the web-based world that remembers all our social imprints and actions, individuals might always want to disown their past. Hence, the right to be forgotten, according to Santosh Desai, is not the final answer but only the doorway to a much bigger set of questions. Is that clear, ma? Okay. Now, we are going to see the prose. Okay. Okay, girls. Here, the reading. Does one own one's existence? Do individuals have full property rights over their life and actions? Does the social imprint left behind by an individual belong to damaging for the person in question? These and even more vexed questions are inevitable in the light of the new right to be forgotten, ruling in Europe that grants this right to individuals. That is, owns one's existence, okay, and their life and action. That is, individual belongs to her, everything, okay, which has right, that is the granted permission, okay, for it is an individual rights, but it has forgotten, a right to be forgotten. Here, the internet has changed some fundamental assumptions around which society has been ordered. The relationship between the individual and society was mediated in part through the nation of the public and the private, which attempted to reconcile the dual nature of one's existence. That is, he says that the internet has changed our fundamental assumptions, okay, around which society has been ordered. The relationship between the individual and the society has mediated, okay, dual, reconciled. That is, they are remembering about the past. Is that clear? Once in its existence, the individual resided in the collective but retained parts of her life to herself by way of the private. The private rippled outwards in the public gently through successive layers of whispered gossip, formal conversation, and news that appeared in the tightly controlled media pipeline. Also, memory was short. He says that memory was short. The very idea of public memory was restricted to significant events that needed recording. Now he says that we have to remember everything. That is, our rights we have to remember. But it has restricted some significant, okay, events that should be need to be recorded. Is that clear? One did not document the everyday lives of everybody. I remember that the first time we bought a tape recorder, We used it only to record our own voices. For the idea that we were important enough to record ourselves was thrilling. The absence of long memories made each life a small neighborhood of events. Now he says that he remembers that he has bought, that is, he remembers that he was first time he was bought a tape recorder, and it was very excited, that is that they used to record their own voices. Okay, it is a very important enough to record ourselves was a thrilling idea. Okay, the absence of a long memories made each life a small neighborhood of events that abutted other similar neighborhoods, but those of which the rest of the world was largely ignorant. Most people strove to be remembered, being forgotten was the default option. Now he says that by doing so we can we can remember all those things by recording. Okay, if you replay that, we can hear what we have recorded, it like yes or no, so we can hear those things. But most of the people says that remembering, that is forgotten ideas, is a default option. Is that clear? Okay, with its almost infinite storage and the easy retrievability of any information regardless of age or significance, the internet changes the nature of memory and erases the difference between the private and the public, and the significant and the trivial. Now the internet has played a most important role, that it has removed, okay, it has changed our memory, okay, nature of memory, and erases the difference between, that is which is private and which is public, and the significant and the tribal. Earlier, memory and public interest were aligned for most part, except in the case of celebrities, where the market for the public circulation of information about their private lives overwhelmed their needed for privacy. Now, in those times, it says that only the celebrities were marked for public circulation, but it is not like that now. It has changed. That internet has changed our memory. Is that clear? Today, all information is potentially public and retrievable without any particularly powerful public interest necessarily being involved. Now it has changed. It has changed to public interest. Okay, because of public only they are doing everything. Is it clear? It is not meant for the only rich people or the celebrities. Is it clear? The case that has brought about this judgment has to do with a Spanish national who argued that information about an old unpaid debt which was since settled was still coming up in search results and hurting his reputation. Is it clear? Clearly, in this case, there was no overriding public interest involved, just a case of outdated information that was damaging of an individual. Okay, girls. Now, the next paragraph. The internet has been a powerful enabler of the individual by giving centrality, that is centralization of his voice. Today, the right to broadcast information and opinion belongs to everyone without discrimination. That is, without discrimination, without seeing their class. Okay, we have to broadcast the right to that is, information opinion belongs to everyone without any discrimination, without any, that is, we should not discriminate with them classes, that is upper class, middle class or low class. Is that clear? Okay. The individual is the center of his own universe. The individual is a center of his own universe, and the internet arrays the world around the individual in a manner of his choosing. Commercial interests collude in this effort by customizing the internet experience around our likes and dislikes. We are visited by versions of ourselves everywhere on the net. Thanks to the sophistication of the back end analytics that are at work. Sophisticated, that is intelligent, are made in complicated way and therefore able to be complicated tasks, that is intelligent tasks. Okay, now in internet we can search whatever we want, right? Yes or no? The internet is not seeing us, okay, whether we are rich or whether we are poor or whether we are middle class. Okay, is it clear? Okay. At yet, it is no small irony that a society that worships the individual has created and celebrated a technology that at a fundamental level has made the life of an individual, the business of anyone even slightly interested. Okay, a new society of memory is in effect getting constructed, and it is one from which escape seems well nigh impossible. Here, this is an article. Okay, it is about a article which is published in the Times newspaper column. That is City City Bang Bang. Is it clear? Okay. Here he says about that we have forgotten the rights. Okay, which are meant for ourselves. Okay, we are thinking that it is a like default for us. Okay, it is a okay, fine, no problem, like that we are using for that rights. Okay, so he is telling we have to remember everything, the rights. Okay, the right to live, the right to have. Is it clear? Okay. The desire to be digitally unborn is understandable, but it makes assumptions about whether such a right can belong to an individual in the first place. In effect, are we not really arguing for the right to someone else's amnesia? The right to be forgotten is a clever inversion. For the memory referred to here belongs to someone else. It is a little bit like asking the universe to erase our shadow, implying that since we have caused it to exist, it belongs to us. The implication that our reputation or the memory caused by us is our property is a contentious one. For in some ways, it converts our needs to get some forgiveness and occasional immunity for our actions into a right. In doing so, it impedes the right that the world has to remember us because of our actions. That is, he is telling that we should. It is implication means a possible future effect. Okay, a result of an action or a result of a decision. Is that clear, ma? Okay, contentious one, that is contentious, like likely to cause disagreement. Okay, argument or controversies showing disagreement. Okay, controversies. Is that clear? Okay, then impede. Here, in doing so, it impedes the right that the world has to remember us because of our actions. Impedes to slow the movement, progress, or action of someone or something that is slowly developing. Is it clear? Okay. The question of property rights is a deeply difficult one. Here he says about that the question of the right to have property, that is equal rights, that is girl and a boy has the equal rights, that is the question of property rights in a deeply difficult one. The contention that those that create entities or events own all aspects of it is contentious. Contentious, I told you before itself, that is like disagreement or argument. Okay, for it argues that all existence is individual. and that the social imprint left by it belongs to the individual. This question extends to recent questions like whether a sporting body that creates a tournament has the rights to all news about it. Does the social imprint left behind by the tournament belong entirely to the organizer? Here he is questioning to the, that is a sportsman who is playing for the and wins the tournament. Okay, creates the tournament. Should we have the rights all to know all the news about it, or we have to behind that it belongs to entirely to the organizers? Is it clear? Okay. Okay, the next paragraph, it says, it is a new battle that cannot be resolved by old rules. For the rules themselves are based on assumptions that have changed. It seems inevitable that we will move towards a society where we will be able to know more or less everything there is about each other, manufacturing amnesia through devices like the right to be forgotten. Is a quick fix, albeit one that is not terribly effective nor completely kosher ethically. Albeit, that is also even though. Okay, albeit means even though. Kosher, that is genuine. Is it clear? Completely kosher, that is ethically. We are on our way to a period of great ferment over this question. Although in India it may not seem so, given our apparent distance from this problem. But a society of memory creates a template for a new kind of individual that might seek escape through acts of disavowal, that is, the denial of any responsibility or support for something. Disavowal. Okay, in a world that never forgets, the one thing that individual might want to disown is their past. There is in the world, every people, like every individual, never forgets about his past. Okay. It is too early to say where this will come to rest. But the right to be forgotten is not the final answer. It is merely the doorway to a much bigger set of questions. Okay, that is, they have forgotten. That the right of forgotten is not only the conclusion he is telling. It is merely a doorway to a such bigger set of questions. It raises many questions, he says. Is that clear, Uma? Do you have any doubts? Okay, girls, have you understood? Here, in this, what he is telling about is, in this era, it is not possible to forgotten that is completely. Okay, in this modern era, he is telling. Yet another modern paradox, as human nature always loves to be remembered. That is, human nature is we used to remember our past, right? Yes or no? So it is not easy to forget everything. The modern technology thus puts the ones on us to act and say that leaves a lasting and feel good imprint on the society that we live in. He says that is the modern era which has changed us. Okay, is that clear, ma? One small slip and we are netted into an eternal incarceration. Instead of asking for a revival of public amnesia, we should accept the fact that we are today digitally born and should try to avoid being an embarrassment, that is feeling uncomfortable to our space in this new technological society of memory. Okay. And Jean Paul Sartre, speaking about human responsibility to the society, wrote, the only possibility of creating a human community is to accept the human condition that we exist, that we must work, that we are mortal, that we are involved, that we must choose, and that in choosing we invent ourselves and take full responsibility. He says that we have to take our responsibility. We are the responsible for our own self. It is up to us to give life a meaning, and value is nothing else but the meaning that we choose. Okay, in choosing our ethics, we make ourselves. That is, we are responsible for our own self. Is that clear? Okay. As he says that, let us not suffer from a national amnesia that causes us to forget who and what we are. So, by saying that, what he says, we have to remember everything, that is what we are and who we are. Okay. We have to develop, we have to up to date ourselves, and we have to live our life technologically. As the technology is developing, we have to develop ourselves. Is that clear? Okay, girls. By this is the end of the prose. Is it clear? Okay, ma'am. Hope you have understood well. If you have any doubt, please do ask in comment, girls. Surely I will solve your problem. Okay. Solve your doubts. Is it clear? Okay, ma'am. By this, take care. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.